He'll straighten up. He knows what he's doing.
Energy, so I'd rather keep concealed and hidden and camouflage away from predators to try avoid using that little bit of energy. Now, trees have different ways of protecting themselves. They'll have physical protection in the way of thorns and spines. Interesting call there.
What did you call it?
So in the local language, it's called Kruger within the Sabi Sands area, and they therefore refer to as a water-dependent species. This is called the birchals. You'll see what he's actually doing. I don't know if you got your binoculars. Can you see he's opening his beak? Okay? He'll open his beak every now and then. And what he's actually trying to do is he's trying to cool himself down on this tree. Alright. Now the fruits aren't that edible. You'll only find species like baboon that will take a bite or two out of them, but mainly all your little termites and various insects that will actually start to feed on those fruits on the ground. But yeah, I mean, just looking at a scenic area like this, it's looking a lot better.
Oh,
But
yes.
yeah, species like elephant and buffalo. Okay, I'll stop right here. I'm sure it'll be very relaxed this individual. Yeah.
They're difficult to tell apart when.
This beautiful, we call it your jackalberry. So it's called the crested franklin.
That one.
This one, yeah. Another tree in the riverbed area, drainage line area, it's called your leadwood. Type of bark almost looks like reptile skin. Okay, very interesting. And then they use the ash as like a type of toothpaste. Let's go around, guys. Like, we'll just cut in here and go through to where we were. Yeah. A year and a half, somewhere around that age group. Okay. Having calf to calf is anything between 4 to 9 years. 4 years in high rainfall areas like this.
I mean, an individual female like that with a calf wouldn't be leading, would it?
No. Dominant female, known as the matriarch, who's the oldest, most knowledgeable and largest female, who will be related to every other female in the herd. So related females and their calves, no older males. If the calf is a male, the calf will generally spend between 12 to 14 years with the breeding herd. Southern yellow-billed hornbills. Can you actually hear them calling? It's like a bit of the herd. I don't see the whole herd that we saw earlier. They all look quite... it also helps with protecting the skin, like a type of sun cream, but also with ectoparasites and ticks. Okay. Look at that little one there. See how they
Little scratch there.
Yeah. The bank is washed away, and that was from our floods earlier this year in February.
They know where Kevin is.
No. A1. So males either are solitary or in bachelor groupings of similar aged males with older bulls. They get pushed out between 12 to 14 years of age, as we mentioned, and either become solitary or form a bachelor grouping. A little bit of high tea. For 2 years old, eh? Yeah. So you'll start to see that little nubs of the tusks should be starting to come out, eh? Yeah, so this is a young male. Okay, so you can get in there between the hind legs. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's her previous calf, and now this is her new calf.
Okay.
You And females don't normally have that. Their spine bone's relatively straight, but the males will have the large saddle-like dip on the back. So this
It's a baby. It's picked up a...
Yeah.
one male, multiple females, and the offspring referred to as foals. So the male's called stallions, female's called mares. Vertical stripes down the neck through the midrib, and then horizontal stripes going down the hind quarter. If you look at the little black line from underneath their tail between their hind legs, if that black line is thin, it'll be a male. If it's quite thick, it'll be a female. So therefore we call it the G-string theory. Males wear in a G-string, female don't.
Here's something.
Migratory species. Yeah. And then further up north you should get the African golden oriole, yeah. Teeth are diamond-shaped molars in the top and bottom jaw. The only two teeth. If they feed with the wind, these trees start producing pheromones. Other vegetation types or tree species will pick up those pheromones and start producing tannin before they already start a decent-sized girl there. So a very square-shaped forehead. And the lower coastal lying areas called the Great Escarpment. Sand River Pride, Styx Pride, and then Kambula Pride. And as you can see, the Kambula Pride have got the largest representation of territory on MalaMala. So these two males, we only see one tonight. I don't think the second one is present. Then Wawechaka riverbed, and these males actually came from that riverbed. They took over the southern parts of the Sabi Sands and eventually decided to ditch those lion territories or lionesses and prides and push up and take over the Kambula Pride. Yeah. So let's see, I mean, I'm sure he's going to move towards those lionesses. If we spend some time there, we can actually get them moving.
Indeed.
Resting.
Right.
Yeah, called your Hammerkop. A lot of water around it. Spurfell. Swainson Spurfell. Yeah. Where there'll be a dominant male.
What? Got him in the axe.
I'll show if it's got an infant. You see the little leg on there.
God, poor little thing's got to really hang on. Oh no, they're going to give her a hard time. Yeah. Amazing.
Males. Quite an interesting dispute going on here this morning. I should scream here. So it's purely just disputes between males. So trying to herd up the females, chasing them right to the right.
I wonder what's...
Yeah, we'll shoot around for that elephant now. Yeah, well spotted.
He's giving us a look.
Don't worry. I have full ability to use the trunk at about 2 years of age, but that trunk's got so many muscles in it, it's incredible there. One big cut. The thorns doesn't bother them at all. They've got such tough, thick skin. Look at all the hair on the lip to try and protect.
Foot on it.
Quite sad to see them knock down trees. Obviously this is a little one. But, a little bit further north from here, so we're going to make our way to that area and go and spend some time with him. A beautiful male giraffe, yeah. Stunning, eh?
So beautiful.
Underneath this apple leaf tree. He'll be around this area. They're probably around about, say, between 4 to 5 years of age, yeah. Around that, yeah. About 6 years, they start taking over territory of their own. This massive bush next to us here on the left is called a woolly caper bush. Oxpeckers on him. You see, they just got the stripes. Okay, Victoria, hopefully we'll get him coming through. Yeah, it's going to sit here and stop. But this is quite a mature male leopard, guys. Quite a mature male leopard, yeah.
I normally see them.
Same position, Risha. When you let your east of, you know.
Here it comes.
You know, a lot of these leopards, they are so accustomed, or a lot of the animals are accustomed to the vehicles. Always will be a solitary big cat. They do not interact with anyone else. Not often that you get, I think in my career I've seen leopard on these rocks twice. This is the second time, yeah. There we go, how beautiful is that? They head up. Remember, other predators will kill other predators young to try to prevent competition from mostly being raised and developing in the area for prey resources.
Still funny. Yeah, this model holds its value better.
Look, actually more from your gazelle family than your antelope family like impala.
We've not seen one tsetse fly.
We don't get tsetse fly around here. Yeah. We don't have tsetse fly around here. A tuskless female.
Why would this be?
Either that the tusks have become completely dislodged from the top jaw, the young calf crossing, about 1.5 years old. Imagine having a leather handbag for 30 years.
Yeah.
How it's going to look like after it. So it's all just wear and tear on the edges, which is the best way. Thermoregulation. All the veins and capillaries behind the ears, by flapping the ears, they cool that blood down.
Oh.
45, 50 kilograms. And you can just see the size, how nimble they are. She comes from a very interesting lineage of leopards. Her mother was known as the Kikalezi female. Can everyone see through that?
Yeah.
Got it, Stina?
Folks at the back, can you see it?
Yeah. Okay, Stina, now you can panic.
She comes down the tree, don't worry, we'll get this vehicle out of here as quick as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got her eyes open now.
And then when they come back to South Africa in August, we'll meet up in the same exact spot, year after year. So your smallest true eagle means that the feathers are down to the talons. You see no tail. Very, very short tail, so that's why they kind of move from side to side.
Common here?
Very common, yeah, very common. Battalier.
You want to see a
Used to
picture
be called
of
the
one?
short-tailed
Here.
eagle, yeah.
Oh wow. Pause it back to the guys.
The first chick to hatch will generally smother and kill the other chick, what we call siblicide. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't look like a sensible idea.
Well, the strongest one wins, I guess.
Generally, yeah, so siblicide. Yeah. Kick the other one out the nest, smother it, just kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you generally get quite large flocks here. I mean, so generally they're very male-dominated groups with a female, and the rest of the group will assist in cooperative breeding for that female. There'll be very little chance of that bird catching any thermals today and moving around.
Right.
Constantly spend all their time out here, where we can only spend small. So now, that's a shame. Sorry. Bigger than the males.
Oh.
Okay, can you see that? So the male spends a lot of time doing this scent burst where they're raising this lamb.
Well, how can you tell which one?
Yeah, very similar sized, yeah.
Look at that ear.
So look at the feet. Take your binoculars and
Tiptoe.
almost on tiptoes like
Yeah.
a ballerina. They've got like little hollow bits of the feet to allow for traction and grip. Gurgitate the cud and chew it finer. You can see it go up and down. Yeah, that ruminant species. Very well adapted digestive system to have. Yeah. Show off this.
I love the ear.
Look at that, eh? On cue. That's the line, isn't it?
I don't hear a line. I think it's the. This is the smallest of all the mongoose. You hear their sound that they make. Listen. Still dreaming. You hear it. You can see these lionesses. I mean, how's that to sleep with that sound, eh? Yeah. Let's see. So it could possibly be two sisters or somewhat related. Come on, give us some movement here. You can't. Triggers a bit of activity, yeah.
No, she's not.
No, don't worry at all, huh? Don't worry at all. These lions are so relaxed with the vehicles. How far are they off for? Oh, she's gonna.
Have a wee.
I don't think they're gonna flank, eh? That's on that tree as well, yeah. Oh, there they run. Uses this tree to also sharpen their claws, eh?
Technically, they could eat us.
No. Well, they could if we were wandering around looking like an antelope.
Don't worry, if she's gonna pull anyone out, it's me.
It's as if they've got an idea of where they
Let's see. The lionesses are continuing the easterly block of land. Stations if we gain visibly to the lionesses of Kimberley. Now these two lionesses have gone stationary at my position. Darkness is an advantage for them to hunt here. Might be some movement for a while, guys. I'm not 100% sure. For a little morning jog, yeah. Dominant male. Majority of the group will be females. beautiful spot. Marshall eagle, the largest of all the eagle species in this region here. So if we look at this map here, we'll be a bit more wild and skittish, a bit more nervous of the vehicle. So we are sitting somewhere around here.
Okay.
So we're going to approach this dam here, and then we're going to keep working this area up towards Clarendon Dam, a beautiful open area. You take a photo of that, put it into black and white. Can you see that zebra? A little bit inactive, got up and moved a bit, but this is quite an interesting story of this male lion. It's referred to as from the Northern Avoca Male Lion Coalition. He's got his head up and not sleeping. It'll be interesting to see what he... No, they're not solitary. No, lions are social.
So he'll go and...
No, he interacts with the pride. The rest of the pride have crossed further south and east here, and those 7 cubs are his. So he's still interacting with them. Yeah, there we go. He's still very much reliant on that pride, and to be honest, I think it's actually the females and the cubs that are keeping him going.
But we were saying we'd rather do one of these in a lifetime and do it this way rather than multiple the other way. It's a hard life being a man, Mum.
And Yala's horns will get anything between 25 to 29 inches. A male kudu, 52 to 60 inches. Okay. So much larger of all the species of the troglodytes.
Do they shed them?
They do not. Remember, horns are not shed. Horns are protrusions that grow from the skull and are there for life. If broken, will never regrow.
Right.
Oh, beautiful, eh? It's not the one we were looking for, so this is awesome.
They're going to eat the guinea fowl. We don't
Let's have a look here. And that we were going to, which is better because this is another go.
But she's not concealing herself, is she?
I think they've all gone into some thickets here, so she's just trying to... Station's a clever rock female, I've lost interest in the shopping guinea fowl. She's now mobile. The pre-orbital plants, spray urine.
See the grass on the right?
Short gap between first and second turning facility. Might just get visual of my vehicle in the bush. And again, what?
Invisible.
Humble, yeah.
She's going.
Oh, they're going to have to do a lot of marking, especially larger species. There we go. Quite a lot of impala behind us.
She was smart. She'd be like, right, Kev, can you just wheel your car up to those impala? I'll...
Flush them down here.
It's just going to get quite hairy going into that thicket over there, yeah. But I mean, yeah, hopefully she'll be successful now in her hunting. Maybe not.
I've got an idea yours might be nearer.
wildebeest, because of their solitary lifestyle, especially for the males. Very common, eh? Remember, they're doing a lot of contact calling, the monogamous pairs.
I imagine they don't like this terrain because it doesn't
quite-
give them much eyesight.
It's quite, you'll see as we continue going here, it opens up even more. Yeah. And also behind us here, it has been rather open. It does seem to get a bit dense and thick, so it is quite a struggle. So hopefully we'll come around.
Do you ever get guests who are like, I don't know, for whatever reason, kick up a storm because they haven't seen the animal that they
No, not really, yeah. Look, most of the times we will find it. Yeah. So it's not quite pronking yet, but they are trying to show off some genetic fitness. There you go. Getting a lot closer to the river here now, so you'll start to see more general game. Look at this one, missing a bit of its tail.
Yeah.
So that can be from obviously fighting. Remember, when two stallions fight, they'll bite each other using wolf teeth, the top palate, and not hiding too well. So I can show you here, so you get a good idea. Chapo Richmond break, you can, yeah?
Jersey, that's the one that was by
Saddle-billed stork, yeah. Saddle-billed stork.
Oh,
These are
yeah,
called woolly
lovely.
neck storks.
Oh, look, with the red tip on there.
Yeah.
What is the red?
On the
It looks funnier watching other people's vehicles do it. Just watch out on my side, guys. When I tell you they're about 7-8 weeks old, absolutely miniature. Yeah. So there's 4 of them. This is one of the younger females. So you see now 2 of the younger females, and this is her first litter for them. So you can see one that's nursing there. Cancel.
Generally speaking, on sort of nature documentaries, you always see all of these lines together.
On those rocky areas there. So we had amazing sightings of them for the last 2 weeks, and
So
now
she
she
has
started
to leave
moving.
them to go hunt.
Correct,
on
yeah.
her own.
Yeah, she has to leave them. They're far too small to keep up. But another reason why she doesn't introduce them at this age, apart from being small and immobile, is they're going to get bullied by the other cubs.
The other one is eating her ear.
There you go, 3 to 4 for lions, for leopards about 2 to 3, yeah. 4 falls of the single lioness and 4 cubs, generally, self-about 4. For most of the afternoon, that seemed like they're pretty stationary. But we're not going to follow too closely, okay, guys? Because the cubs are still very young. But she looks quite full and content on the ground here, unfortunately. Yeah, named Linkaveni female. So she's been very lucky in raising offspring. So
Like you can see the... Dave, you're not looking too good, mate.
vehicle helping us try find her this morning. Let me just stop ahead here. Affirmative? Well spotted there, yeah. Stomach is quite full.
Yeah.
And she can... Rocky outcrops. Growing with the wool. He's actually a male leopard from the Kruger, so we don't know his lineage and his background around here, his size of his body and his condition. But generally to do with the fighting, so he's obviously been having an altercation with another male. Rocky outcrop.
They hit you, but they all have different.
Cool. Say again.
Mm.
Do you think they're all male here?
They are all male, yeah. Skin and tissue around the face from those sharp thorns, but also they've got very interesting teeth. There's very little tannin content in the leaves. They don't really have a chemical compound base that's quite distasteful. Coming out there.
How old would you say these two boys are?
These two bulls, I mean, obviously the one on the right is a bit larger. And elephants mainly do it to the knobthorns. So you can see why species like vulture are slightly more endangered. You know, the likelihood is probably you'll have a better chance in the afternoon when they come down for water on MalaMala.
46. So they're here
46,
somewhere.
yeah. At the moment you've probably got about 30 rhino, I would say. It's just that it's such a big property.
So tell me, what was the name of the tree again?
Knobthorn tree, Acacia nigrescens. Cow and a calf. Just saved our afternoon game drive, eh?
That is just...
So you can see that very wide bottom lip that this cow has. Okay. Now you will see the dehorning. Obviously the calf is still small.
Yeah.
That mom's been dehorned and then she's given birth to this calf. So that calf's been untouched. Okay. These rhino were 10 meters into that thicket at the back there. We would have driven past you without knowing. So you actually wonder, how many rhino sightings have we driven past that we just haven't been able to see? So don't ideally go and follow up on these two particular individuals. But what they'll do is they'll work areas that they refer to as hotspots.
But I guess it's very encouraging to see breeding.
Then how do they defend themselves now without the horn?
So look, I mean they don't have any natural predators really. Cow might have a problem with like lions trying to hunt her calf, but she's so large, she generally can fend them off.
Right, something. So then the 4-year-old just goes off on its own?
It'll go form what we call a satellite herd. Independents having calves of their own, or if it's a male taking over territory.
And look at their armor.
How cute, huh? There's little ox feathers all over. So you can also notice the ear notching. Now there's little cuts cut out of the mom's ear. That's obviously represents a certain number, so we know that she will be cow, for example, 47.
Okay.
I know some game reserves don't like it. A rhino with the game reserve. Is that the same for
So
here?
here, look, when our rhinos had horns, we were just asked to obviously prevent posting immediately
Right.
and to take away any geotagging or location services on there,
Yeah.
because then it obviously puts out quite a good message that these rhinos have been dehorned.
Yeah.
And we are taking conservation efforts in protecting these species. And a little bit of money to feed their families, that's what it is. They hand that corn over to those dealers, the kingpin who exports it out. Horrible. They're the people that are the problem. It's not so much the poachers that do the killing.
But I imagine even on this side of Kruger, you're pretty sheltered from too much poaching, right?
Yeah, so look, further out west, better. Further out east, a bit more difficult. So we got the open boundary with Kruger, so there's a likelihood that you can be under a bit of threat here at MalaMala because of the open boundary with Kruger.
Have you ever had one charge at your car?
And I'll show you guys this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, that
I had a guest, rhino charging us, and I drove like an absolute pig to get us out of there. And I'm not lying, that rhino was like a couple meters behind us. I only saw two, but that must be that flock of 4.
Yeah, they're just coming into the camp for breakfast time.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, there's even elephants further down.
If I was an animal, I'd stick very close to MalaMala. No poachers.
It's really tiny. No.
Not for you. Pass.
Yeah.
Small little Nile crocodile, look at that, huh? Tiny one there. We couldn't see the sand deposit or the sandbank here. I understand, and lots of sightings, I understand guys can get a bit carried away. Oh damn, alright, so we're gonna go past. Yeah, I think it's the weather that's brought them
The
out.
insects are hatching, I suppose, with this.
There's a lot of insect activity. Which are the actual name for them is brindled gnu.
So anybody who's old like me will know that canoe is a word that's used.
But no one refers to wildebeest in popular.
It's called the saddle old stork. It's an endangered bird species.
Is it really?
It is. Mainly, remember, they spend a lot of time on your water courses, water systems, rivers. They're almost like ecological indicators of very clean aquatic ecosystems. Can you see where the preen gland is? The front of the chest there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that was an injury. What's
No,
that?
it's the preen gland. You know, the area where they'll get the preen oil?
He's
Oh, I
given up.
couldn't get it off, yeah. Wow.
More practice.
On the bank, yeah. Just a small little pool of water, I think it's just one. Eh? Yeah.
They move quite fast, don't they?
They do, yeah. Let's stop here for now.
They're sort of three-tone, aren't they? Josie?
Looks like, what do you call them? Turks?
Yeah.
These are red-billed buffalo weaver nests. Okay.
Ah.
You see how they're quite large on the outskirts of the tree above water. Okay, red-billed buffalo weaver family. So They got separated from the Taraco family. Oh, see a little mouse running across the road, yeah. Probably one of the field mice or... Look at the stares they give you, as if you owe them money. With breeding fit bulls, the female over their bodies to protect their hind quarter from losing the loss of hair follicles, as they would when they get older. Also keeping them cool. Helmet-like structure on the head, known as a boss, and very dark in colour, but quite large, will weigh up to about a ton in weight. Okay. And they're purely just grazing species, but the cranium, very itchy for them. So what they do, they go to certain toxic trees, like tambuertes, etc., and they rub the toxins. Boring moths push the little keratin cocoons out at the bottom. Really interesting. We're looking for today.
Those are probably all the vehicles from the camp going back.
No, those are not vehicles.
Are they?
Well, I can see the sort of town lights.
Who decided they were the big fires?
Most dangerous animals to hunt on foot.
It's all right about something.
Very full. Look at that belly, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's full.
The eagle has. Let's remember, it's a juvenile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Intruding into adult territories. Gives them a chance to obviously reach independence and survive.
I've seen quite a few different birds today already.
So funny to see dads come and then. Water's a lot lower than when we first arrived.
It's dropped.
He's expending an awful lot of energy and hasn't got a fish yet.
You'll see some infants there. Tiny little one. Lucky.
Yeah.
This is the one here that's missing an arm. Look at this little infant here. Very small. Okay, so, not allowed it.
They look quite human when they sunbathe.
Yeah.
With their eyes closed.
It's like we've got a whole play group up there. Small ones.
What are their life expectancies?
He is.
Right.
Cow. But that's the one we haven't seen, yeah. You know what it is? I think the one lioness with the 4 small cubs has come to join them. Any further, guys? I don't want to drive too much on this burnt section.
So there are 6 cubs there.
Yeah.
And those 2 males, generally they move around with this group.
This is their pride.
Right.
They normally males can have quite large territories that they can encompass.
They
No,
they
they
don't
sleep
play
properly.
any.
Yeah.
Have they given up playing now? And they're brothers?
Yeah, so they would be from the same coalition.
Da müssen wir nicht rein, wir müssen den Bus.
Oh, we got to get on.
Please remember, 435 Bagadal main station. White tickets, 435.
Just a quick briefing on the menu tonight, Maureen, for the millions of viewers we have.
We're going Italian tonight. We're going to have an antipasta followed by pasta.
Antipasta and pasta.
Jean?
I'm better. Being a amateur documentary filmmaker.
Yes, I think it's there. I think.
I need 10, 18, 20 minutes. I take out the bread. utensil. Are you looking for utensil?
I'm looking actually for.
Oh, you found the candle. She's got the candle.
Yeah, but if we have.
Is that light, Joe?
Yeah.
Matches.
I'll take one before I do the.
Yes.
Yes.